las canciones de un álbum de Taylor Swift. Así que espero que haya muchos de ustedes que les guste Taylor, que sean Swifties, y si no, yo les invito también a relajarse un poco con esta música que voy a susurrar. En realidad son canciones del álbum de The Tortured Poets, y voy a susurrar nada más 10 canciones porque el álbum tiene 31 canciones. Entonces elegí las que creo que son más famosas, y pues sí. Entonces yo sé que ustedes me han estado pidiendo varios álbumes. La verdad es que quiero ir variando un poquito el género del que susurro las canciones, porque sé que para muchos de ustedes no es de su agrado el género que suelo susurrar, lo cual es comprensible y yo quiero intentar complacerlos a todos. También les digo que, de nuevo, según yo, con el propósito de que la calidad del video sea mejor, estoy grabando con la cámara trasera, así que sigo susurrando otras canciones del álbum, pero traducidas también me lo pueden decir. Así que disculpen mi pronunciación y si me equivoco en algunas palabras y o frases. La siguiente que voy a susurrar es la de The Tortured Poets Department. You left your typewriter at my apartment, straight from the Tortured Poets Department. I think some things I never say, like who uses typewriters anyway, but you're in self-sabotage mode, throwing spikes down on the road. But I've seen this episode and still loved the show. Who else decodes you? And who's gonna hold you like me? And who's gonna know you if not me? I laughed in your face and said, you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patti Smith. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel, we're modern idiots. And who's gonna hold you like me? Nobody, no fucking body, nobody. You smoked, then ate 7 bars of chocolate. We declared Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. I scratch your head, you fall asleep like a tattooed golden retriever. But you awaken with dread, pounding nails in your head. But I've read this one where you come undone. I choose the cyclone with you. And who's gonna hold you like me? Who's gonna hold you? Who's gonna hold you? And who's gonna hold you like me? Who's gonna know you? I laughed in your face and said, you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patti Smith. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel, we're modern idiots. And goes on, and who's gonna hold you like me? Who's gonna hold you? Who's gonna hold you? No fucking body. Who's gonna hold you? Who's gonna hold you? Nobody. Who's gonna hold you? Gonna know you? Gonna troll you? Nobody. Sometimes I wonder if you're gonna screw this up with me, but you told Lucy you'd kill yourself if I ever leave, and I had said that to Jack about you, so I felt seen. Everyone we know understands why it's meant to be, 'cause we're crazy, so tell me, who else is gonna know me? At dinner you take my ring off my middle finger and put it on the one people put wedding rings on, and that's the closets I've come to my heart exploding. And that's the closest I've come to my heart exploding. Who's gonna hold you? Me. Who's gonna know you? Me. And you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patti Smith. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel, we're 2 idiots. Who's gonna hold you? Who's gonna hold you? Por 8. Gonna know you, gonna troll you. You left your typewriter at my apartment, straight from the Torture Poets Department. Who else decodes you? Las letras de Taylor son muy largas. Por eso también dije, es que susurrar este álbum entero es una locura. Pero si quieren puedo hacer eventualmente una parte 2. La siguiente canción es How Did It End? We hereby conduct this post-mortem. It was a hothouse flower to my outdoorsman. Our maladies were such we could not cure them, and so a touch that was my birthright became foreign. Come one, come all, it's happening again. The empathetic hunger descends. We'll tell no one except all of our friends. We must know. How did it end? We were blind to unforeseen circumstances. We learned the right steps to different dances and fell victim to interlopers' glances. Lest a game of chance, what are the chances? Soon they'll go home to their husbands. Smug still know they can trust him, then feverishly calling their cousins. Guess who we ran into at the shops, walking in circles like she was lost. Didn't you hear? They called it off. One gasp and then, how did it end? Say it once again. wish he couldn't be sore, but as she was leaving, I felt like breathing. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes. It feels like the time she fell through the eyes, then came out alive. He was a cat, wanted her bad, just like any good trophy hunter, and she liked the way it tastes, taming a bear, making him purr, watching him jump, then pulling him under, and at first blush, then its fate, when it's all roses, portrait poses, Central Park Lake in tiny rowboats. What a charming Saturday. That's when she sees the littlest leaks down in the floorboards, and she just knows she must bolt. It started with a kiss. Always must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening. Ended with a slam of a door, then he'll call her a whore. Wish he wouldn't be sore, but as she was leaving, it felt like breathing. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes. It feels like the time she fell through the eyes, then came out alive. She's been many places with many men of many faces. First, they're off to the races, and she's laughing, drawing aces, but none of it is changing. The chariot is waiting. Hearts are hers for the breaking. There's escaping. Started with a kiss. Oh, we must stop meeting like this. But it always ends up with a town car speeding out to drive one evening. Ended with the slam of a door. But she's got the best stories. You can be sure that as she was leaving, it felt like freedom. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes, and she realized it feels like the time she fell through the eyes, then came out alive. Vaya que sí son largas las canciones de la Taylor, No sé cómo se estará viendo mi cabello en la cámara. Me mortifica un poco esa situación, pero bueno. La siguiente canción es Florida. You can beat the heat if you beat the charges too. They said I was a cheat, I guess it must be true. And my friends all smell like weed or little babies. And the city reeks of driving myself crazy. Little did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in. So you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin. was a litany of reasons why we could have played for keeps this time. I know I'm just repeating myself. Put me back on my shelf, but first, pull the string and I'll tell you that he runs because he loves me. 'Cause you should have seen him when he first saw me. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. I'm queen of sandcastles he destroys, 'cause I know I knew too much. There was a danger in the heat of my touch. He saw forever, so he smashed it up. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Once I fix me, he's gonna miss me. Once I fix me, he's gonna miss me. Just say when I'd play again. He was my best friend down at the sandlot. I felt more when we played pretend than with all the cans, 'cause he took me out of my box, stole my torture heart, left all these broken parts, told me I'm better off, but I'm not. La siguiente es guilty as sin. Drowning in the blue Nile, he sent me downtown lights. I hadn't heard it in a while. My boredom's bone dip. This cage was once just fine. Am I allowed to cry? I dream of cracking locks, throwing my life to the wolves or the ocean rocks, crashing into him tonight. He's a paradox. I'm seeing visions. Am I bad or mad or wise? What if he's gritting mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? One slip and falling back into the hedge maze. Oh, what a way to die. I keep recalling things we never did. Messy top lip kiss. How I long for trysts without ever touching his skin. How can I be guilty as sin? I keep these longings locked in lowercase inside a vault. Someone told me there's no such thing as bad thoughts, only your actions talk. These fatal fantasies giving way to labored breath, taking all of me. We've already done it in my head. If it's make-believe, why does it feel like a vow will both unfold somehow? What if he's gritting mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? One slip and falling back into the hedge maze. Oh, what a way to die. My bed sheets are ablaze. I've screamed his name, building up like waves crashing over my grave, without ever touching his skin. How can I be guilty as sin? What if I roll the stones away? They're gonna crucify me anyway. What if the way you hold me is actually what's holy? If long-suffering propriety is what they want from me, they don't know how you've haunted me so stunningly. I choose you and me religiously. What if he's gritting on my upper thigh, only in my mind? One sleep and falling back into the hedge maze. Oh, what a way to die. I keep recalling things we never did. Messy top lip kiss. How I long for her trusts. Without ever touching his skin, how can I be guilty of sin? He sent me downtown lights. I hadn't heard it in a while. Am I allowed to cry? La siguiente canción es I'm Gonna Get You Back. Lilac short skin, the one that fits me like skin. The ear research, you know the price going in. smash up your bike. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. I hear the whispers in your eyes. I'll make you wanna think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. Small talk, big love. Act like I don't care what you did. I'm an Aston Martin that you steer straight into the ditch, then run and hid. And I'll tell you one thing, honey, I can take the upper hand and touch your body, flip the script and leave you like a dumb house party, or I might just love you till the end. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna flip you off or pull you into the closet, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. I hear the whispers in your eyes. I'll make you wanna think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. You're mine. I can feel it coming, humming in the way you move. Push the reset button, we're becoming something new. Say you got somebody, I'll say I got someone too. Even if it's handcuffed, I'm living here with you. Bygones will be bygone. Eras fading into grey, fading into grey. Well, we broke all the pieces, but still wanna play the game. Tell my friends I hate you, but I love you just the same. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poisoned either way. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. I hear the whispers in your eyes. I'll make you wanna think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. I'm gonna get you back. Ok, creo que de todas las que he leído hasta ahora, la de I'm gonna get you back ha sido mi favorita. Quedan otras dos por este video. Y ustedes me dirán en los comentarios cuál es su top 3 de las canciones que susurré hoy. La siguiente es The Manuscript. Sorry, voy a quitar el sonido de las notificaciones. Now and then, she rereads the manuscript of the entire Torrid affair. They compared their licenses. He said, I'm not a donor, but I'd give you my heart if you needed it. She rolled her eyes and said, You're a professional. He said, No, just a good Samaritan. He said that if the sex was half as good as the conversation was, soon they'd be pushing strollers. But soon it was over. In the age of him, she wished she was 30 and made coffee every morning in a French press. Afterwards, she only ate kids' cereal and couldn't sleep unless it was in her mother's bed. Then she dated boys who were her own age with dartboards on the backs of their doors. She thought about how he said since she was so wise beyond her years, everything had been above board. She wasn't sure. And then year passed like scenes of show. The professor said to write what you know. Oh, no. Looking backwards might be the only way to move forward. Then the actors were hitting their marks, and then the slow dance was alight with the sparks, and the tears fell in synchronicity with the score, and at last she knew what the agony had been for. The only thing that's left is the manuscript, one last souvenirs from my trip to your shores. Now and then I reread the manuscript, but the story isn't mine anymore. ghosted you. Now you know what it feels like. And I don't even want you back. I just want to know if resting my sparkling summer was the goal. And I don't miss what we had. But could someone give a message to the smallest man who ever lived? You hung me on your wall, stabbed me with your push pins in public, showed me off, then sank in stone oblivion. 'Cause once your queen had come, you treat her like an all-sovereign. You didn't measure up in any measure of a man. And I don't even want you back. I just want to know if resting my sparkling summer was the goal. And I don't miss what we had, but someone could give a message to the smallest man who ever lived. Were you sent by someone who wanted me dead? Did you sleep with a gun underneath our bed? Were you writing a book? Were you a sleeper cell spy? In 50 years, we'll all be declassified, and you'll confess why you did it, and I'll say good riddance, 'cause it wasn't sexy once, it wasn't forbidden. I would have died for your sins. Instead, I just died inside. And you deserve prison, but you won't get time. You'll slide into boxes, and sleep through the bars. You crashed my party and your rental car. You said normal girls were boring, but you were gone by the morning. You kicked out the stage lights, but you're still performing. And in plain sight you hid, but you are what you did. And I'll forget you, but I'll never forgive the smallest man who ever lived. Y listo, terminé de susurrar las canciones de el día de hoy. Miren, este pelo de verdad siempre me genera mucho conflicto. Pero bueno, compañeros, esperaré con muchas ansias leer sus comentarios de si les gustó este video, de cuáles son sus top 3 canciones favoritas de las que susurré el día de hoy. Si quieren una parte 2 en inglés, en español, mixto, ¿qué otros álbumes quieren? Ya tengo una lista enorme de todos los que tengo que hacer. Ustedes sigan pidiendo y recen porque les cumpla su deseo. Pero bueno, compañeros, hasta aquí el video de hoy. Espero que les haya gustado.